I understand. You gave everything you had and still she slipped away. That kind of pain doesn't just sit in your chest. It takes over your whole being. It gnaws at you, hangs over your head and keeps you up at night. You replay the moments over and over, wondering what went wrong. Was it something you said? Something you did? Maybe you didn't do enough, maybe you didn't show enough attention, or maybe she was just never as invested as you were. These questions keep circling, feeding the anxiety and doubt, making it harder to breathe, to think clearly. You've probably tried everything, begging, pleading, making promises. Maybe you even gave her the space she asked for, hoping that would bring her back. But here you are, still feeling lost, wondering if there's any chance of her coming back. And that's when the regret kicks in. Regret over things unsaid, actions left undone. But here's the reality. This situation is not the end. It's actually a turning point, a chance to get your power back. If you're serious about winning her back, you have to stop chasing her. The constant searching, the texting, the wondering, those things don't make you appear attractive. They make you appear desperate, and nothing repels more than desperation. It's time to stop focusing on what you can't change and start doing what you can control. Let's break down the steps that can actually turn things around. First, reclaim your strength. Listen, a lot of men lose themselves in relationships. It doesn't happen overnight, but slowly, over time, you begin to give up parts of who you are. You start by doing little things, sacrificing your hobbies, your ambitions, your friends, all in the name of making her happy. But before you know it, you've abandoned your sense of self. Think about it. You're sitting around, waiting for her to text, checking your phone constantly, rearranging your schedule to accommodate her needs. And what does she get out of it? A version of you that is no longer strong, independent, and self-reliant. She's not falling for that guy anymore. The guy she was drawn to was the one who had his own life, his own passions, the guy who had a purpose beyond her. Take the story of Francesco Delator from the 14th century, a man who had wealth, power, and everything a man could desire. But his downfall came when he became consumed by the need to keep his wife happy. He gave up his own life to please her, only to find that she eventually left him for someone else. The tragic part? He wasn't even the man he used to be. He'd lost his essence. His obsession with her caused him to forget about himself. That's a story you don't need to repeat. You have the power to shift things now. Stop chasing her. Start focusing on yourself. Rebuild your strength. Rediscover the things that make you feel alive. Whether it's hitting the gym, picking up a new skill, or diving deeper into a hobby that once brought you joy. Start doing it for you, not for her. Because when you start living for yourself again, the man she once fell for will start coming back to life. That's the man she'll remember. Number 2. Give her the space to feel your absence. Right now, she doesn't miss you. And I know that hurts, but it's the truth. She might still care about you or feel guilt, but there's no void. Why? Because you're still there, too accessible, too predictable. She hasn't had the chance to miss you, to feel the weight of your absence. Here's where things change. When you start pulling back and creating some distance, she'll start to feel it. Suddenly, she won't hear from you at all. No good morning texts, no how's your day going check-ins, nothing. And that's when things start to shift. She'll wonder why you're not reaching out. She might even feel a pang of guilt. The truth is, when you're constantly available, you take away the mystery. You become an afterthought. Let's take a real-life scenario. A guy I know constantly reached out to his ex after their breakup. Every day, he texted her, just to check in, just to see how she was doing, just to remind her he was still there. But all that did was make him look predictable. She knew he would always be there. But then, one day, he stopped. No texts, no calls, just silence. And something changed in her. She started checking her phone, wondering why he wasn't reaching out anymore. She began to wonder if he was moving on, if he had finally let go. That curiosity led to longing, and slowly the tables started to turn. By pulling back, you're not playing games. You're allowing her to feel the absence of something she once had. And when that happens, attraction starts to reignite, not out of desperation, but out of true longing. Number 3. Redefine yourself. For you, not for her. Here's where most guys go wrong. They think that if they change who they are, if they lose weight, get in shape, or start a new hobby, she'll come running back. But that's not how it works. If you change, it has to be for the right reasons. It has to be because you want to become the best version of yourself, not because you think it will win her back. Let me tell you something. Self-improvement should always come from within. When you focus on becoming a better person, you'll notice the changes in yourself before anyone else does. Whether you start exercising, learning new skills, or diving deeper into your career, it's all about becoming someone you can be proud of, someone who doesn't need validation from anyone, not even her. When you transform for yourself, you stop being motivated by desperation. You become someone who is strong, independent, and confident. And whether she notices or not, that's the real win. Because as you change, your life will begin to unfold in ways you never expected. Opportunities, personal growth, and new experiences will start to pour in. And when she sees the transformation, it will be like seeing a new version of the man she first fell for. But this time, you won't need her approval. Number 4. Show, don't tell. Listen, talking about change is easy, but showing it, that's where the magic happens. You can say you've changed all you want, but if your life doesn't reflect those changes, she's not going to believe you. She's not going to come back because you promised to do better. She'll come back because she sees that you've actually done better. Take this example. A guy promises he's changed, but his actions don't match his words. He's still the same person, desperate, clingy, and dependent. He doesn't work on himself. He just keeps hoping that if he says the right things, she'll change her mind. But it doesn't work that way. She'll move on. But then there's the guy who actually changes. He puts in the work. He becomes healthier, more successful, more emotionally stable. And when he runs into her again, she barely recognizes him. His life is thriving, his energy is magnetic, and she sees him not as the person she left behind, but as someone who's moved on and grown. And that's when the attraction returns, because she sees he's not the same guy anymore. Number 5. Be ready to walk away, for good. This one's tough, but it's necessary. You can't get her back if you're too afraid to let her go. If you're still clinging to the idea of a future with her, she'll never see the true power of your absence. And here's the kicker. When she sees you're willing to walk away, when she sees that you're no longer waiting for her, that's when she'll realize the value of losing you. Your worth isn't tied to her. It's not tied to her approval or her presence in your life. Your worth is in who you are, what you've built, and the person you've become. So when you stop waiting and start living for yourself, that's when everything changes. When she realizes that you're truly gone, that you've moved on, she'll start to feel the weight of her own loss. And by that point, you'll be so much stronger, so much more fulfilled, that her return won't even matter anymore. You'll be content with the person you've become. At the end of the day, the key isn't about making her chase you. It's about becoming the kind of man she can't forget. When you shift your focus from her to yourself, when you build your confidence, your purpose, and your presence, that's when she starts thinking about you non-stop. Whether she comes back or not, you'll be in a position where it doesn't even matter, because you'll be the best version of yourself, with or without her. Now, the choice is yours. Stay in the past or step into the future as the man she regrets losing.